now.
Just come up there somewhere.
Yeah, okay. I am doing this. Okay. Evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be doing a little more of this Revenant Dogma sequel to Revenant Saga. For those coming to the channel or whatever, I've got Andy, one of the players that fleet members that joined me on Star Trek Online. He's kind of interested in seeing what the old school players used to have during the PlayStation days. So, well, we're nearly toward the end of the game, I would see, but it'll give him a little idea of what we used to do on before internet. So here we go. Oops. Oh yeah.
It's going a bit slow.
Settings and stuff, see what I can do.
Oh.
Internet was working good enough to actually.
Yeah, Bob deserved an name in it. Damn. Oh my god, I'm laughing at
Oh yeah.
it repeat. It don't matter if you put me in Barca.
I don't know. I should have you in there. This is the good old days. This good old turn-based RPG. It's good old times. That's what I like.
Star Trek Online with Lester Nye. Void Gamer 457 streamed 23 hours ago. Is that you?
Yeah. Kinda did a Q&A.
What Void Gamer?
Yeah. Kinda did a little Q&A type deal. So what I'm working on this channel is just do a little Q&A, introduce these games to reintroduce these games to the older players that remembered these, and then to the newer players that probably don't even know what a good turn-based RPG was. They're used to like the Final Fantasy real-time RPG type stuff. Like,
Have you subscribed to me? Have you subscribed to my YouTube? Because it's on me paddly.
Yeah, that's so. But these were before internet and stuff, way back in the day. Now the question is, ladies and gentlemen, can I actually figure out where boss was?
It says there's 2 people watching.
Yeah, that's cool. But be mundane, like how much you want to make a bet, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be here for a good 45 minutes trying to remember try to find the freaking boss of this level, because good luck on that one, because, well, mini-map don't do jack for you. It was trial and error back in the day.
Lester, I know why it's saying 2. It's because I got you on phone. It's brought you up on phone, that's why.
May have to turn it down a little bit so it won't feed back into the stream. But yeah, this was good old RPG back in the day.
They didn't mention they were bringing a lot of old games back now for PS4.
Oh yeah.
That's what they're on about doing there.
Yeah, well, Capcom's been, or Camco's got a hold of a lot
Even
of
a lot
these.
of games from, Lester, even a lot of games from PS2's on about.
Yeah.
They're on about changing it into PS4. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Camco's been doing this for while now, where they've been they got a hold of a lot of these old RPGs, and they've been like bringing them back. Most of them are they're like uh Resident Resident Saga, Advent Hearts, and they've announced a couple other titles from their libraries that they're, you know, bringing to the new system, updating them, stuff like that. They're not doing a whole lot with them. They're basically doing the same thing that Resident Evil 2 did. Just basically take the game, put it on a new platform, let it do its thing with enhancing the graphics and the sound, stuff like that. Change up the controls from D-pad to analog, and just let them go. And they're cheap. They're cheap. I mean, you're talking $5 to
It's a lot like what they
$15
did
per
with.
title.
It's a lot like what they did with Spider-Man.
Nah, Spider-Man was basically
saying
a
it's a
whole
lot
new...
similar.
Spider-Man was
saying it's a lot
more...
similar to what they did with Spider-Man. It's that they're gonna just made it all modernized and put all the new filming what's being out and that.
No, Spider-Man was basically them doing their own thing, where this is basically a new IP straight from the this is just an old IP they created, old game they created on like they just took it and laid it on the new platform, let the platform do its graphical enhances to it, changed up the controls, and left it at that. See, Spider-Man's more of a ground up build of, it has nothing to do with any of the games that were already done. That was a brand new build. These are old games. I mean, heck, there's back before I did the channel, I did some Advent Hearts gameplay, and one of the other guest stars I had, he was looking at it, and he was all like, "Hey, I remember playing that as a kid, and there was this one boss that on the PlayStation just looked like a
You should subscribe to me.
looked like a
Lester, I meant to put something else that
yeah, no,
it like got stuck.
but
Or like trying to say subscribe to my
yeah, no, that's cool.
subscribe to my YouTube channel too.
But
And it's Andy Padley.
yeah, that's fine.
So it click start.
Yeah, that's
It won't
fine.
let me type out.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do it after a bit. But yeah, he was. I kind of showed him some of the gameplay, and there was a boss where on the PS1, it just looked like a giant fur ball. You couldn't tell what it was. When they moved it to the PS4, we realized it was a furry dragon. He was like, yeah, he big. I was like, he's scary big. But I mean, that's the fun of it with these old games being enhanced onto the PS4 is.
I hope you're lucky it's still letting you down. Party chat, Lester. You're lucky it's letting you still use party chat, because last time I tried doing a broadcast, and it had so many people on broadcast, on party chat, it ended up coming up saying party network error.
But
I bet it's only because you've only got 2 people on me and you. That's why it's being good.
But yeah, these were some interesting games back in the day. Just sit back with your. These were couch type co-ops. It was basically either play with yourself or play with your friends sitting around, basically just enjoying the storyline and, you know, figuring out the best attacks. I mean, heck, as you can tell, these characters, these NPCs I'm fighting are probably, hell, maybe level 4, level 5, and I'm running in here with a level 10, level 12 NPC team. So it's a reckoning. It's like they don't stand a chance. And this is the fun part. Just trying to figure out where your next move was, because I'd be danged if you could actually find the dumb thing. Because there was no maps. It was trial and error. You might have found the boss, you might not. More than likely, you were stumbling around for a minute trying to figure out where the boss was.
I am going to get now when I go
out. The thing is, with these, it's just basically digital download. You go to the PlayStation Network, you pick them up you can pick up the entire storyline for about $30 easy. Maybe about 25, 30 bucks. I mean, like I said, most of their titles start between $5 to $15. Some of their newer titles cost a little more, but for the most part, you could pretty much pick up the entire storyline for probably about 30 bucks easy. About $15 a title, and you're talking hours and hours of gameplay. Because back in the day, they resisted the urge to do voiceovers, except for a little bit of battle announcements or whatever, a call to arms type thing. Most of it still in the original format, Japanese language, but other than that, that was it. And the storyline was all it wasn't dialogue, it wasn't spoken, it was all written. So it was like reading a book. You wanted to know what you were doing, you had to read. And reading gave you a better idea of how the characters were interacting with each other and stuff like that. Like, what were their motivations and things like that. I mean, you could still just play the game straight through and not worry about it, but if you wanted to know where the story was going and how each of the characters were interacting, sit back and read the dialogue, and you got a pretty good idea of how things were going down and how each character was reacting to the other character's choices and motivations and stuff like that.
Let's start, just be back in a minute. I'm just going top low.
But for right now, alright, ladies and gentlemen, that for right now is this little segment. Like I said in previous videos, like, subscribe, and if you're interested in learning more about these games or even trying them yourself, they're all available on the PS4 store right now. If you have any comments or suggestions, well, you know where to hit me up. Leave them in the comment section or email me at lester9@gmail.com. Until next time, be safe, take care of each other, and we'll see each other on the next stream. Good night.